Good morning, Team Anastasis. Happy Monday. We are here today with our Blue Cup discussions with Mr. McClain today. And so we're just going to jump right into your questions because you had a lot of them for Mr. McClain. So question number one, what is your favorite midnight snack?
Oh, I've been eating a lot of ice cream lately.
Oh, that's a good midnight snack. And do you have a favorite flavor of ice cream?
Right now I have cherry ice cream. Very exciting.
That's really exciting. That sounds amazing, actually. I would like to have some right now.
Oh, you have to wait.
Yeah, speaking of food, what's your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food would probably be steak and potatoes or possibly sushi.
Oh, both solid choices. For
Yes.
sure. Do you have a favorite vacation you've been on?
Yes, I go to South Carolina every year, but this was the first year I did not go. And I go
Oh,
to the
that's
beach.
sad.
It's okay.
I mean, it's one of those bummers that you don't
But
get.
Paxton's gonna go for me tomorrow.
Oh, amazing. How nice. Why do Sharpies smell good, Mr. McClain?
Oh, but I think they put stuff in them to make them smell good.
Do they really?
Put scents and stuff in them, at least certain ones.
What I know is when there's too many Sharpies going at the same time, it feels a lot like I'm about to pass out.
It's overwhelming. Don't
Is
do
it?
that.
Do you like sports, Mr. McClain?
Yes, I grew up playing basketball, football, and baseball. And basketball is probably my favorite sport. So Mr. O'Brien and I are going to have a match or a contest sometime.
That would be very exciting to have each of your classes as your cheer team cheering you on and a duel.
Yeah,
That's
so we'll
all
see.
cool. I would like that. Who is taller, Mr. O'Brien or you?
Mr. O'Brien is definitely taller.
Is he?
So that might help him in the basketball contest. And he's also younger
That's
by
true.
a number of years. But
uh,
who's counting?
do you have a favorite movie?
Probably A River Runs Through It. It's about brothers and fly fishing in Montana.
It's a real good movie. That's a solid choice. Oh, here's a good one. Mr. McClain, is cereal a soup?
No, I don't believe so, but maybe. That's interesting.
It's floating in a liquid. How do you
So
define
maybe it is the soup. That was a brilliant question.
a brilliant question? What is your birthday?
February 23rd.
February. I was just thinking wrong thoughts in my head, like, is there a February 23rd? Of course there
Yes,
is.
there
I
is.
thought you
Keep
might
it
be
lovely
tricking
for
my
you.
brain. I was thinking like 29th. What is your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, probably it's gonna have to be Pikachu.
He's so cute.
So I like to say Pikachu.
That's good. What's the greatest risk you've ever taken?
Greatest risk I've ever taken. That's a great question. I think I've cliff dived a few times, or not cliff dive, but cliff jump. There's a difference.
Hmm.
So that was a little risky.
What is the difference between those two things?
Well, if you dive, you go face first.
Oh,
If
that's
you
terrifying.
jump, you just go with your feet first.
And you did jumping, not diving.
Yeah, no diving.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Head first towards the earth. What is your least favorite subject to teach?
Oh, I think grammar. I do not have the best grammar, but I think it's really important to learn.
It is, but that one is hard to teach, and I love grammar, but I don't actually know the rules. I just know it sounds right.
Yeah, well, we're going to teach you the rules. So
That
come on up to our class.
I could use those rules. Um, when you were a new teacher, were there any fears for you?
Oh, I think I just worried about like not being able to meet the students' needs and figuring out like how to help them. But like when you learn good teaching practices, you figure out what to do and how to help kids. So it gets easier every year.
It does. I think that's always the fear for everybody that's a teacher. That's a pretty common one. If you could pick one classroom to teach in, probably not your own, which one would it be?
I really like the coffee shop. They seem like the kids really enjoy that. It's a relaxing environment.
Yeah, it is one.
But you better be working in the coffee shop too, kids.
Work in there.
That's my
Um,
serious face.
how many years have you been a teacher, Mr. McClain?
This is my 5th year in education. I worked in the business world before that for a number of years.
Fun fact, did you or did you not own a skateboard company in some of
I
those
did
years?
own a skateboard shop in Boulder when I was living in Boulder a number of years ago. But that shop is no longer in business, so don't ask me for a skateboard.
You're not the hookup for those.
Nope.
I like the drawing that happened on this, so I'm just going to share it with you. It's a person weaving.
Nice. That's great.
So creative. What is your favorite subject to teach?
I really like teaching science and social studies. I think the kids really enjoy them, and it's just fun to do experiments.
It's always fun to do experiments. Do you like being a teacher?
I love being a teacher. It's really fun working with students every day.
It is fun. Do you have a pet? If so, what is it?
I have a pet. He's an 8-year-old black lab. So he is, let's see, in dog years, that would make him about 56. So
Maybe an old man.
yeah, he's an old man. So
That's fun. Do you have kids, Mr. McClain?
no, I do not, but I do have a wife.
And nieces and nephews, yeah?
Yes, I have four nephews and 2 nieces. So
They're pretty
sometimes I help them with their schoolwork. They're all in elementary school.
Wow. Do you like pizza?
Oh, I love pizza. I could eat it every day.
That you answered that correctly. We would be worried if that's a good, like, you know that something's wrong if somebody doesn't like pizza. We talked about that one already. How about favorite animal, Mr. McClain?
Oh, I would probably say I like a lion. I went to Africa and I just love lions and how they interact with each other and nature, and it was cool to see them in the wild.
That is cool. Where did you go in Africa?
I was in Mozambique and I was in South Africa, but mostly in Mozambique.
What did you do there?
I was working at an orphanage in Mozambique and I flew into South Africa and then we drove to Mozambique.
And you saw lions in the wild, or was it like
It's a reserve, but it's in the wild. It's a natural, like our natural parks.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See a lion in the wild.
I was in a car though. I would not want to see him out of the car.
Out of the car, yeah. I don't think that I probably would either. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. McClain. We love having you at our school and in our neighborhood, and thanks for answering all our Blue Cup questions.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Have a great Monday, everybody. Thanks, Mr. McClain.